breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
What time is it? Time for action.
Well, the radio is on.
I've been waiting all day.
It's go time.
That's the big thing today, radio.
Getting restless?
Speak into the microphone, Squid Brain.
Let's start the show.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Funny guys are dangerous. They'll make you laugh and laugh and laugh, and then boom, you're naked.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is rolling on Facebook and YouTube. Tonight on the show, we've got tickets to give away to see Brit Floyd at the Rose Music Center. Next Friday, we'll be doing a current events quiz. Also, coming up after 5:30, we have a good buddy of mine, Allen Farst. He is a filmmaker, local filmmaker. He's been on the show a number of times. He did a film a couple of years ago about the Dayton Triangles. He's got a new project called The Flying Machine. Any guesses on what that movie's about? That's right. Our very own Wright Brothers. So he's going to be here talking about that. We've got, this is a great story. I've had a number of people send me this story. This woman down in Florida, she's 76, and she was issued a license plate by the state of Florida. And when she got it, she opened it up. Close your eyes. Well, not if you're driving, but just envision the license plate SQZ. Okay. That could be short for squeeze, right? SQZ. And then the last three digits, A55. She didn't request this, and now the debate is whether she wants to keep it or not. So we'll get to that. The first thing I got to get to, this is pretty amazing. So let me bring him on the air here. Hey, Bryce, are you there?
Hey, Todd. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. All right. So this is interesting. The last time we had a live show at All the Best Delicatessen there in Washington Township, a guy came up to me and said, hi, my name is Bryce, and I am a huge edgehead. In fact,
that is true.
Yeah. In fact, I guess you could tell the story. You're here, right? You don't need me to do it.
Well, yeah. So I came out to hear the show, and you and I got to talking, and that led to you ended up coming out to Carillon Park, which is I direct the band out there at Carillon Park. We got to speak in there. You were a maestro in front of the Carillon Park band, and then that led to the next thing.
Right. So I thought this was kind of cool because Bryce, he's a local guy. You went to Kettering, right?
I did.
Yeah, went to it and graduated from Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he works and lives right here in the area, and he's very talented. And I found out because I was kind of stalking you a little bit.
No.
Just to find out a little bit about you after you had me, conduct the Carillon band. And it turns out that Bryce is a composer. And I said, wait a second. I think I have an idea. Now, since I've been doing the show, I've always used this right here for my open. People are familiar with that. It's a great song. That is by the band Hole. That's Courtney Love. She's the lead singer, guitarist. And the song is called Celebrity Skin. That is a song that I've had on my show for forever. And I love that song. But, I always thought it'd be kind of cool if I could have maybe my own theme, like my very own original theme, because my two heroes in late night television and comedy, the first was Johnny Carson. And everybody knows Johnny Carson's theme, Johnny's theme. It was written by Doc Severinsen of the NBC Orchestra. Da, 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 da. I mean, that there's no more iconic song than that on television. And then my other big hero, broadcast hero, David Letterman. And Paul Schaefer wrote the theme to Late Show with David Letterman, and prior to that, Late Night with David Letterman. So I always thought, man, it would be so cool if I could have my own song. Well, I'm in Dayton, Ohio. Now, nothing wrong with Dayton, Ohio, but how many people in a market like Dayton, Ohio, or even bigger markets, have the resources or the wherewithal to have a song composed for their show? Not many. So when I met Bryce and I found out his skill set, I said, hey, what do you think? And Bryce, how did you take that?
Well, I will say, when you mentioned Letterman and Paul Schaefer, you were speaking my language, because I am a huge fan of both of the two. And I will say I've been an edgehead for many years, as you and I kind of talked about.
Yeah.
So when you kind of gave me those two little tidbits, it was it was kind of a natural progression.
Right. So we kind of talked a little bit. You know, I'm not a music guy. I mean, I love music. I think I've got some pretty good ears. I can hear good music or bad. I can kind of decipher, but I'm not a musician. Not at all. Not certainly at your level. So I kind of explained, this is kind of what I'm thinking in my head. I don't want it to be a blatant ripoff, but this is what I feel. This is what I feel. And I think this would be great for the show. So you took that information and you went right to work. Now, I thought, honestly, Bryce, this was going to be, a process that was going to take a few months. I really did, because I don't know how quickly people like you with your skills work. If it were me, it would be months and months.
Well, Todd, I like to do shoddy work very quickly.
Well, let me tell you something, my friend. This is not shoddy work. So,
all right.
He sent me a little sample, and I had a few little notes on it. And then yesterday he came into the studio and we talked about it. And this morning, I get a completed, perfect. This is it's too much. It's too much. So we're going to play it. We're all going to kind of take it in. And I'm going to post this on my Facebook page. And now, Bryce, I hope I'm hoping you're okay with that, because I want to get people's feedback. But I have a feeling that when people hear this, they're going to love it. They're absolutely going to love it. And it hits all the points that I have been feeling. So here we go. And what are we calling it?
This is Todd's theme.
There you go. There you go. Are we ready? Here it is. Yes. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I love that so much, Bryce. You knocked it out of the park, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. And I just want to tell you, we're really lucky to have you here in Dayton. Seriously.
Oh, well.
I've been talking to Todd for, a few days over this project, and he works really hard for this show. And I know everybody listening tonight agrees with that. And we're just really lucky to have local radio and to have you put so much time and work into this. So thank you, Todd.
Well, Bryce, I wasn't expecting that, but thank you. I really, really appreciate that. But you just absolutely nailed this. Now, I told you yesterday, it might be a case where I don't know that I would use this every single time I start the show, but I'm certainly going to use it quite a bit because I still love that Celebrity Skin from Hole, right? Yeah, I mean, that's a great song, and it's a great platform for me to sort of talk over and get the show going. But I absolutely love what you did. So
yeah, sometimes you need that late night vibe.
Yeah. And I just can't thank you enough. I mean, it's one of those things where I never thought I'd have my own theme, and boy, you nailed it. So thank you.
Well,
for that.
Thank you. I'm honored to do it. Thanks, Todd.
Of course, Bryce. Well, there you go, Bryce Newton. He oversees the district's music. Isn't that great, Will? Yeah. He oversees all the music at Kettering City Schools. So he's a solid guy, and what a talent, and man, that just blows me away. So I'm going to start using that right here on the Evening Edge. That's just something now.
What am I listening to now? What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education. It's entertainment. It's fun for the entire family. And it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Leslie, I'll put your mind at ease. That I won't play the whole thing. It'll fade out. Just like I do with Celebrity Skin. I fade that out. So it's not the whole thing. But that's the whole piece. But that's just friggin' amazing. Just amazing. Man. Man, that just blows me away. Just blows me away. Bryce, don't be sweating.
One Cincinnati arena put some memorabilia on the auction block. We'll have the latest at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
Oh, well, go have fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. Well, we just had a debut of a brand new Evening Edge theme that I'm going to start incorporating from Bryce Newton, local composer and teacher in Kettering City Schools, music teacher, music coordinator, the whole deal. I'm just blown away by it. I've posted a video with the song on my Facebook page if you missed it, but I'm sure you'll probably hear it again tonight at some point. Tanya in Brookville. Hey, Tanya.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. What's going on in Brookville?
Not a lot. Just getting home from work. But
Nice.
I had a brilliant idea for your new theme song.
Oh, what's that?
I think you should do the new theme song when your show's new, and then when you do like a best of or it's a replay, use the old theme song. That way we'll know when it's new and exciting, Todd.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's a great idea. But here's the problem. They not to get into the weeds too much, but when I do a show, it becomes a podcast, and they use that podcast to play back, and it's the theme's already on there, so I can't really, yeah. But I appreciate. But what'd you think of it? Wasn't that just amazing?
I thought it was great. It was great. Yes, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
it's like in that same theme of the late shows. It's Johnny Carson. It was great.
Yeah, I'm absolutely blown away by it. Just blown away. So
yeah.
All right.
Very talented young man.
Yeah.
Very
Well, thank you, Tanya. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good one. That line's open, 937-957-1290. Coming up after the news, we've got Allen Farst. He is a filmmaker. He's local, and he's got a brand new movie that he's been working on, and it's called The Flying Machine. And, of course, it's about the Wright Brothers. And we're going to talk about that, where things stand with it. He's been on the show before, but most importantly, he's promised me a part in the movie. So we got to figure out who am I going to play. I certainly can't play Wilbur or Orville. That plane would never, ever get off the ground.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO. We'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Don't hesitate to call. You call me? You better call me. Damn it, get me a phone.
Call me on my radio.
I'm gonna call you. You got him on the radio?
You won't make a simple phone call?
What is wrong with you?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Joining me in the studio now, a guy who's been on the show a number of times, Allen Farst. Allen, how are you? It's been a minute.
It's good. I came quick into the parking lot, but I am here and present.
Well, I appreciate it. Allen is a filmmaker. When he was on before, we were talking about a couple of projects you'd been working on, specifically the Dayton Triangle movie that you did about the first NFL team. That made its big debut a couple of years ago. I saw it. It was spectacular. They didn't you have a viewing at the Football Hall of Fame?
Yeah, we got around the state. We had about 14 or so sellouts. Went great.
Yeah.
And we went kind of, here, Columbus, all the way to Canton. And that was special to be up there that night to present the film to the community there, because we had found so many treasures that were from the families that were here. We found necklaces and stadium balls that were metal. And these families had all these treasures basically somewhere in their house that they knew about. And that was kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to make the film, because once I started to do the work and found out that all this stuff existed, I was like, we got a movie here. Let's share this with people that love the NFL, love football.
Well, you nailed it. I mean, it was just great. And I remember when you were here before, we had talked about the fact that back in the centennial celebration of flight, when I worked at Channel 7 at the time, I did a documentary on the Wright Brothers. Actually, it ended up winning an Edward R. Murrow Award.
Congrats.
For that. And we were kind of talking on the way out, and you said, well, I've got something that I'm working on, but I don't want to say too much. But you were in the early stages. But now here you are on the show talking about the flying machine.
The flying machine.
This is great.
It's a major motion picture, so it's a feature film, right? And when you look at it, and anybody that's listening tonight, I mean, how many of you have seen a feature film on the Wright Brothers?
There hasn't been.
No,
there hasn't been. I mean, I've seen like docudrama. Like there's something out at one of the Wright Brothers historical places here in Dayton.
A little mini film.
It's like a little film, but it's not like a big motion picture. No. It's just kind of a quick little. This is what happened.
It's never been done, and that's why I'm here tonight. I'm here to educate the public that hey, we got to step up. This is one I want to do. We need the support. We need people to go to our website, check it out, see all the fun things and how they can reach out to us and participate at flyingmachinemovie.com. But it's our job as to be the stewards of this town, right? We're the guard that's here now. And for almost 125 years, flight has been around. In 2028, it will be the 125th anniversary. And nobody's made a movie about this.
That is strange to me. And I know at some point, wasn't there some talk with Tom
Hanks?
Well, Tom Hanks and he got the rights from the book.
That was McCullough's book.
David McCullough. Yep.
They did that around your documentary and my documentary that time of
that's right.
That's around 100 Years of Flight, and Tom's just never made it. And I've always had it on the back of my mind, but I feel like I can really tell the story well because I'm here. I'm boots on the ground. I've run into a lot of stories that can be put in it.
Yeah.
But we also optioned a book. It's called The Bishop's Boys by Tom Crouch.
I know Tom.
Yep. Tom's awesome.
Yeah.
Great book. A lot of stuff in there that you just can't get with David's book.
Yeah.
And as a filmmaker and a writer, you're looking for really cool stuff to pull forward. Then he has language in there from interviews, and those things really can make the story better. And
well,
that's
the difference between those two books, because I'm familiar with both of those books. I've read both of them. The David McCullough book is a great book, but it's sort of the pop story. It's sort of the overall kind of thing. Tom Crouch's book, there's some I got to be honest, there's some dense parts in there when they're talking about the legal battles that the Wright brothers had with the Smithsonian, with other people around the world who were, questioning their claim as being the first and all those different things. But it really does tell the story about Orville and Wilbur.
It's important to know that the family itself, they were all studs. It was a very prominent American family. That's really what the story is about. Take Flight out of it, but these were really good, smart people.
Yeah.
And the brothers obviously get a lot of the credit and the fame because it's two brothers, obviously, and everything. But, their sister, Catherine, really makes the whole operation go.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, she is in there working day to day. She's talking to people. She's more of the life of the party, where they're thinkers, quiet.
Right.
And their mother, Susan, was really the engineer of the family. She's the one that taught the boys how to do things and how to fix things. And then their father, Milton, was actually a preacher, and he was very high up into the religious world at that time, and very well thought of as well. And so when you add those people, and then you add in, and most people forget this, there's a guy from Dayton called Paul Lawrence Dunbar. And we're on the radio, but he would be a black guy, right?
Yeah.
And he was literally Orville's best friend. They had gone to school together. They were best friends. And they loved that guy so much that they printed his first copies of his newsletter when he wanted to make something, and they offered to print it for free. And, and that was a monumental
at that time.
That was crazy, right? Yeah. So there's a lot to be proud about this story. And, when you think about what film does to communities, and this is why people need to log in, help support it. We're obviously raising money to get us to go around and fly around to, and I'll tell you, we have Delta as a partner, but that means now we need to go see American Express and GE and other people. Well, that costs money. That's really what we need, right? So to drive all that, though, when you really look at it, this film is like, think of Shawshank Redemption, right? In Mansfield. Well, they've got a prison that they made it at, and they had Malabar Farms where they come out at the end and they grab the rocks underneath the big tree.
Right.
Between those two assets that they filmed at, over all this time, the tourism has generated over $200 million for that town.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But think about our town. We have 10 times that stuff here. We have the Air Force Museum, the state parks, Carillon Park. We've got Huffman Prairie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much here. And then I was just with Keith Klein today from the city, and he's one of the development directors down there. And we were down looking at the old factories that burned up. And I was trying to see how could we use them for the movie. And so he offered to have me down and take a look at them.
Yeah.
But again, if we could fix that up, I mean, that's what the movie would help do. It would help bring people into our town. It would put them in hotels and eat at restaurants. And
well, it's just a nice, that is the jewel in our crown here, is what the Wright brothers gave to the world, and that it all started right here. And even Tom Crouch talks about the fact that Kitty Hawk likes to take, North Carolina likes to take credit for the Wright brothers. It's even on their quarter,
it is,
and
they have a nice license plate,
and they've
outmarketed us. That's what they've done.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I think we're doing better now than what we used to, but if they lived in North Carolina, like if they grew up in North Carolina, it never would have happened, because that was not an industrial part of the United States. Dayton, Ohio at that time was a massive industrial center. and they had access. The Wright brothers had access to all the tools, all the parts and the pieces and the wood and the engineering to do it. You know, North Carolina had the wind and a soft landing. That's what it was.
But you know, we all have to, and I've decided this, not because I think people from Ohio were competitive, right?
Yeah.
So we're always like, yeah, North Carolina, whatever, like we know it's Ohio against the world, these statements. But I really think at the end of the day, we should all boats are going to rise together here,
I agree. Yeah,
because we need to work with them. It's a big part of the story. And, we want them to work with us and have that, no political divide, let's say. Right.
Yeah.
So, but in the end, I agree with you. People need to see what the Wright brothers had to do, because when you have a big flying machine like that, it goes into a huge crate. And if you have to get all the way to Kitty Hawk and in Kildell's Hills over there, I mean, you're really like, you're not shipping that by UPS or FedEx back then.
Yeah.
So how did they do that? What did that look like? Right.
Yeah.
So you have to really, that's what the movie's designed to do. You're designed to see all the things in how they did it and what obstacles they went through to get that machine to what it became, right? I mean, think about how much time they've saved everyone around the world many times over.
Oh yeah. And all the technology that has come from just the exploration of flight, whether it be with jet engines and rockets to the moon, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so, I mean, our local guy here, Larry Connor, I mean, he went all the way to the International Space Station, paid $55 million. He's the furthest guy from planet Earth almost, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's crazy, right? It can be done. And if you think back to flying a kite to that in less than 125 years, that's impressive.
That is impressive.
And the fact you can get Wi-Fi on an airplane, let's be honest. Right. At 500 miles an hour, and it's working pretty good these days.
Yeah.
It's impressive what's going on.
Hang on. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll be right back. I'm here with Allen Farst. He is a filmmaker, local filmmaker, and he's working on the project, The Flying Machine.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
With Todd? Okay, yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
We'll probably be about 57, 58, somewhere in there.
Like TV, everything's got the. In my world, no one cares about the clock. we don't care about it.
I just so you know, your mic is on. My mic is now on.
Okay, cool.
People on the live stream like to hear what's going on during the commercial breaks.
Okay. We need a big donor. Tell them to get busy. Yeah, that's really what we need. I mean, the town just, we need to get active. You know what I mean? Like when you look at it, you've got all these movies, The Aviator, they've all done well. Maverick, people like flying movies.
Yeah.
But think about the rugby team in the Andes. That was with a plane, and they basically died and ate other players to stay alive so they could get out of there. And guess what, Todd? There's 2 of those movies.
Yeah.
And there's not.
We can't get one of the Wright Brothers.
We can't get one of the Wright
Brothers. There's 2 about cannibal rugby players.
Right. We have to shame the public, if nothing else. Like, come on, guys. Yeah. Isn't that crazy, though? I mean, I don't know. Well, we got a lot going on. I mean, heck, downtown's, everything's got a nice bounce going on, there. Good restaurants have been coming in, Sueño's been doing successful, and all this, Coco's, all of them are doing decent, right?
Yeah.
We got, finally we got a real hotel, AC Hotel downtown, which is nice.
Things are really looking up.
They are.
And I'm glad to be doing what I'm doing now in that time.
Yeah.
Because, when I started working in radio back in the early 90s, there wasn't a lot to scream about.
Mm-mm.
And in that time, things had sort of, NCR leaves, GM leaves.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of things.
Teradata left.
Oh, it's just stuff, but
GM was,
but it's on the upswing.
That was a big hit. That was
Which one?
The GM.
Yeah.
When GM pulled out, that was a big hit.
But in that same time, though, we got the Dragons.
Yep.
And I was there the first year. I was the director of entertainment for the Dragons the first year. And when I was there, what's there now, it was all warehouses and just junky old
It was
buildings.
basically all Mendelssohn stuff, right? He owned all that stuff, right?
Yeah. But now, I mean, it is just, it's like a really sweet marquee place to go.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have happened without the Dragons. So yeah, it's things are moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've had a couple players that have come through there that have done well.
All right, here we go.
Here we are. Let's do it.
All News Morning Show. Catch up and know what's going on every morning on your way to work.
Dayton's news and talk.
From the birthplace of aviation, WHIO, Dayton, Springfield, WHIO FM, Pleasant Hill.
Thunderstorms possible this weekend. Well, the latest at 6 now. Back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. I'm here with filmmaker Allen Farst. He's working on a Wright Brothers film called The Flying Machine. You can get more at flyingmachinemovie.org, correct?
.com.
.com. Oh, I'm sorry. .com. My bad.
Yeah.
But we've been talking about that project, where things stand. Have you been working on a script at all?
Yeah, I'm really far along in that, actually.
Okay.
So yes, you need something to work off of, and get people excited.
Yeah.
So we've been working on that.
When you were here before talking about the Dayton Triangles documentary and story, the movie that you did, you kind of mentioned as we were walking out, you were talking about the Wright brothers, and I said, "Man, I'd love can I have a small role? Can I have a small role?" And you said, yeah, we can make that happen. So I have two ideas as far as what role I could be. And I feel like you might be open to these.
Okay, let's go for it.
The first one is pretty obvious. John Green.
Okay.
from the Green and Green Company who invented the Cheez-It.
Right.
I know that Orville was friends with John Green. They lived across the street from each other in Oakwood.
Yeah, you're correct, actually. Yeah.
Because people know me as the Cheez-It guy.
Well, no, and I think that was key. I want to hear the second one, but I'm already leaning.
The second one is John T. Daniels.
Another good one, yeah.
He's the guy that took the famous photo of the first flight there at Kill Devil Hills.
Yeah.
So I think I could play one, or hey, what if I did two? What if I did both of them?
Well, you got a beard. We could take that off.
That's right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Double cameo. Will we get the same price for you for 2 parts?
Dude, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
We might have to do this.
I just want free access to the craft services.
Oh, you'll have unlimited
Cheez-Its.
Yeah. But that's the thing about taking the photo down there, right? The most famous photo in the world, probably photography. Anyway.
Yeah.
And when you look at that, when that happens and the brothers walk back and said, "Hey, did you get it?" He obviously wasn't a photographer.
He was
just there to squeeze the bulb if the thing came off the ground.
Yeah.
And they came back and they said, "Did you squeeze the bulb?" He goes, "I don't know if I did or not because I was freaked out." So, so it wasn't like they could run down to the local Walgreens store and develop that, right?
That's right.
They had to bring it all the way back, develop it. Yeah. So,
well, Alan, I got to fly here, but I really appreciate you being on the show, and we'll stay in touch. And the closer you get to the project, please come back and we'll chat more about it. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me update it.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Alan.
Sir, please identify yourself.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Well, who is this guy and where did he come from?
Maybe he escaped from the circus.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I mean, this guy is something else.
Just for you, keep listening to the radio.
On WHIO.
Live from the WHIO News Center, this is Miami Valley's News at 6. Our time.
All right, folks. Sorry about that.
Put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155. 800-896-8155.
It's okay.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Oh, sorry. I also put up the stupid thing. Sorry about that, folks. Things are a little, I don't know if you heard me. I just got a text as I was walking Alan out to the front that a good friend of mine was just in a car accident. He's okay, but his car got flipped upside down. No, it was out on Beaver Valley Road in Beaver Creek. It's a busy road, but it's not like a main thoroughfare or anything. And I guess it happened earlier. He just now sent me pictures. Thank you, Tammy.
Breaks. I'm Ron Otto, 1290 and 95.7 WHIO. Dayton's news and talk depend on it.
WHIO is all news.
Dayton's news
all talk.
and talk.
All the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
I believe it's about that time.
Turn the radio on, Wade. This is my friend, Todd.
He makes me laugh.
From Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, super! What a crackpot.
Would you please just listen?
Really fun. And it's free. Oh boy, this is great.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. This is the a brand new show theme. We debuted it last hour at the beginning of the show, in case you just are tuning in. It was done by a local composer and teacher, Kettering City Schools. He oversees their music department, Bryce Newton, and this is it. I love it so much. Now, I'm going to still use the other theme that you're familiar with, but from time to time, when I'm feeling a little grand, I'll throw this one on. But thank you, Bryce. Love it. Perfect. We have a current events quiz right now. If somebody'd like to take the quiz, we've got tickets for you to go see Brit Floyd at the Rose Music Center on Friday, July 24th. That's a week from tomorrow. So if you'd like to take the quiz, be the sixth caller right now at 937-957-1290. I saw this story today, and I can't even give you the names of all of the edgeheads who sent this to me, because I got hit with this all throughout the morning. There's a story out there of a woman in Florida who got her license plates, her brand new license plates, in the mail. And I honestly didn't know that states still sent license plates through the mail. I don't know if they do that in Ohio. I remember at one time getting them through the mail, but probably for the last 20 or 30 years, every time I get new plates, I go to the DMV and they give me new plates. But this woman got the plates in the mail from the Florida DMV, and these are not personalized plates. She didn't ask for personalized plates. This is just a random license plate that was sent to this 76-year-old woman in Pompano Beach, Florida. The license plate reads, well, how about if we just play the little clip? Yeah, this is good.
Really? Really? No, DMV, no. That's what I said. No, DMV. You're going back.
This is from CBS Miami, this clip.
That's what I said.
When Nancy Delastrita went to collect her mail, she got quite the surprise, a new license plate with her vehicle registration renewal.
And I looked at it and I said, I don't think so.
The plate reads SQZ A55, but from a distance, those 55s can be read as S's. Well, you get the picture. Squeeze blank.
Now, imagine pulling up behind a car at a stop sign and seeing that. You would be like, how did that even get approved? Because that's been a story in the last couple of years of people trying to get license plates that some license plate board deemed inappropriate. It's been a big story.
I don't think a woman that lives in a senior community that's going to be 77 years old next month will be driving around with what this plate has to say.
The plates become the talk around her retirement community, especially the men.
Oh, I'm sure. The old guys probably love the Squeeze A55 license plate. I would enjoy it.
We were with her when she showed it to one of her 89-year-old neighbors.
And this is what I received from the DMV for my new license plate. That's good for 10 years. Good.
Nancy's plate was mailed from the Broward Property Tax Collector's office. We went there to try to help her get some.
Long story short, the way it works down in Florida, and I would imagine it's the same here in Ohio, that if you by chance get a license plate randomly, you get new plates and you get it, and for whatever reason you don't like it, I would imagine you'd be able to return it and say, hey, this isn't going to work for me. Give me a new plate. But now, the story is she's not sure if she wants to keep it.
Happy with a plate, can turn it in for another one for free.
All right.
I'm kind of resigning to it. And I figured maybe it was just destined to be on my car.
So for now, Nancy's keeping the tag, although she is planning to let the state know about it. She'll see the reaction when she goes public with her new plate.
But here's the best line of the whole story.
I can handle it if I get a few honks here and there. Actually, being over 70, I might like a few honks.
There you go. When you're over 70, you might like a few honks. Chris and Clayton, how you doing, Chris?
Oh, not too horrible. How about you?
I'm well. You ready to take the current events quiz?
Oh, certainly.
All right, let's get it going.
Oh, my God. Listen, everybody.
It's the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Can you answer the question?
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh?
Now, here's your host, Todd Hollst.
Sponsored locally by Titan Graphics. Thank you very much, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz. Now, Chris, do you know how to play the Current Events Quiz?
Yep, I've heard it a couple of times, and the answer is always C.
That's right. That's right. For those who don't know, I'm going to give Chris 3 questions, 3 possible answers, and as he said, it's always C. Now, tonight you are playing for a pair of tickets to see Brit Floyd. They are the world's premier Pink Floyd tribute band, and they sell out almost every show. And they're going to be at the. Is everything okay in there, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The Rose Music Center. I thought maybe you were being carjacked or something.
No.
Okay. They're playing next Friday night at the Rose. All right. Here is question number 1. And all of these stories tonight have to do with weird news, which is kind of what's typical on this show. All right, here's question number 1. Police in Ontario, Canada had a stern warning to local residents after someone recently brought what to the police station? A tuna noodle casserole laced with X-Lax. B, a hornet's nest in a trash bag for proper disposal. Or C, an unexploded World War II hand grenade.
I think I'm going to go with C.
You are correct, yeah. Just because, you know what, this happens from time to time. We see this in the news. It's happened around here. If you happen to find an unexploded grenade from a previous war that somebody brought home as a souvenir, don't put it in your car, and certainly don't take it to the police station. You really shouldn't be doing that. All right, here's question number 2. Last week, a bear caused major chaos on an Alaskan military base after officials say it A, jumped into a fighter jet and hit a missile launch button, B, broke into the mess and downed a case of salmon patties, or C, pooped on the floor inside the base commissary.
I'm going to go with C.
You got it. How did he get past security? That's what I want to know.
Oh,
all right. Here's question number 3. A Houston woman is being held responsible for flooding several apartments in her complex after she says, A, she got a new kayak and couldn't wait to try it out. Lord. B, she had a rambunctious night on her waterbed. And C, the stripper pole she was practicing on broke free and hit the sprinkler system head.
Okay, I'm going to go with C.
You got it. And apparently she had only installed it a few days ago and jumped up on it, and it just came tumbling down. So yeah, if you have a stripper pole, make sure it's secure to the ceiling. You don't want a repeat. So congratulations, Chris. Hang on the line. We'll get your details and we'll get those tickets out to you, okay?
Appreciate it.
There you go. And that's how you play the current events quiz.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
I love this show.
It's fun to listen to.
Locally grown.
Here in Dayton.
Seriously funny.
It's a crackpot with wild ideas.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
All right, everybody. Jeff, I'm looking at your question. I'm not sure. I got to check because I do have a couple of other hats that have been on my desk for the last few weeks. So let me check. But tomorrow, probably, I don't know, around noon or so, I will post a picture. But I promise you, if not tomorrow, it will be in the next few weeks. I will definitely wear it. And I appreciate you dropping it off.
New details in a shooting in Dayton earlier this week. We'll have the latest at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Yeah, we're going to go have some fun, aren't we?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Actually, being over 70, I might like a few honks.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. I love that story. I hope that woman in Florida keeps that license plate. What a talking point. SQZ A55. I mean, it's perfect. I have to give a shout out. Not to you, Ian. A shout out to somebody by the name of Matt in Kettering. So I posted the theme song that Bryce, an Edgehead, composed, and I posted a video of it. Has the show logo, has the theme, because I thought people might want to hear it. And this was the first comment. I love this. Annoying ad for an annoying guy. I'm always amused by people who take the time to comment their displeasure of something or someone on social media, or occasionally call the show, because it's like, if you don't like something, why comment? Just move on. Nobody cares what you think. I don't care what you think. I like it. That's all that matters. It's my show. I like it. But I love the, what do they call, keyboard warriors? Yeah, they just sit behind their keyboards or their little phones and they make snide comments, in hopes of hurting other people. It's a little crazy. But thank you, Matt. Thanks for taking the time to visit my Facebook page. We just had that story in the current events quiz about the woman in Houston who flooded not only her apartment, but a neighbor's apartment because she jumped up on a stripper pole that she was practicing on in her living room. And here's the best part. She got it all on video, right? She jumped up. The pole fell, came dislodged from the ceiling, fell and hit one of the fire sprinkler heads. And that's what caused the flooding. And I was wondering, that's got to be a weird insurance claim call. And I don't know if as an apartment, if you're renting, you have to have some sort of insurance, right? But also the apartment owner would have insurance. And that would be like a strange call. Like, how did it flood, right? Is it the toilet? That happens. That's happened to me. Is it the dishwasher or the washing machine? There's all kinds of things that could cause flooding. But a stripper pole falling over, that's got to be a weird call. And it got me thinking, have you ever had to make a really strange insurance claim? Something to the effect of this, right? Something like that. Not the standard, but something nuts that you had to kind of, grin and bear it when you called State Farm or Allstate or whoever and said, hey, guess what happened? I'd love to hear it. 937-957-1290.
Sir, please identify yourself.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Well, who is this guy and where did he come from?
Maybe he escaped from the circus.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
This guy is something else.
Just for you, keep listening to the radio.
On WHIO.
As it should be, Ron, as it should be. I thought they were little green mint candy bars or whatever. Not candy bars. What are those? The little mints. Those are good mints. What are those mints called? Andes. Yes, Ashley. Ashley for the win.
The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Don't give me that politics, Jazz. It's not my racket.
People are tired of hearing nothing but doom and despair on the radio.
Everyone just relax, all right?
The problems of the world are not in my department.
Now, who would like a cookie?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. Ian, my producer, can you mind popping on?
I mind a little bit, but it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You busy?
Right. No.
Am I interrupting something?
No.
You know, before we get to the stories that I wanted to talk to you about, we got to get you on camera.
That would be fun.
You know, because when I have conversations with the producer, I'm sure people watching the live stream would like to see who I'm talking to.
I'm not just some deity talking down to you.
Right. Well, yeah. You're not. But we gotta figure that out. There's probably a space in there for a camera.
Yeah,
right?
One right here.
Yeah. And
or on top of one of the TVs.
Or every time you go to talk, you can just hit the button and voila, there you are.
There I am.
What kind of student were you in high school?
I was a pretty okay student. I mean, I got good grades. I got mostly good grades. There's some classes I got D's in.
Do you remember what your GPA was?
What's a good GPA?
Well, I
know what a GPA is. What's a good one?
Well, I mean, traditionally you aim for the 4.0.
Okay.
Right? That's like the top GPA. Though in some schools, kids get higher GPAs, which is what this story is about. But
mine was somewhere between 3.3 and 3.6.
Oh, wow.
Is that good?
Yeah, I
think
would
it was
say.
I think maybe actually 3.3, 3.2. That sounds a little bit better to me.
Yeah, I was a middle C student
because I had A's and B's, but I definitely had some D's.
Okay.
In specific
well,
classes.
It happens.
Yeah.
There's a story out there about a kid in Florida. Let's see, Steinbrenner High School. His name is Vahab Bashkar.
Yeah, we go way back.
I know. This is near Tampa. He graduated with an 11.99 GPA. Now, you might be thinking, how does that even happen? Because there's stories, and I remember when I was going to school, you would have a valedictorian and I think it's a salutatorian. Is that right? Isn't that what the second? Yeah. And it was usually just one or two people.
Correct.
And then students started taking like AP classes and honors classes, and they weighted those grades heavier because they were tougher classes. And that's how you end up with kids getting GPAs or ending their schools with GPAs like 4.2, 4.3, that kind of 3.
That's crazy.
But that's all sort of, okay, it's close to 4.0.
Yeah.
But this kid, I asked the Google the highest GPA ever recorded, and it's this guy. And it was just this last end of the school year.
Really?
11.99 GPA. But here's the thing. They say that he took more than 20 high-level classes like honors, AP, and dual enrollment classes, which I'm not sure what that is.
Try-hard.
But he before graduating high school, he had his associate's degree.
Is this guy Sheldon Cooper?
I don't know.
Like what?
But they say he would give up his lunch period to take more classes, and that's how he broke the record, which, by the way, was set in 2022. That GPA was 11.84. So now the school, they've said, well, this is just too high. This is ridiculous.
Yeah,
so they've closed the loophole to where you can get crazy high GPAs like that. Now, my question is, I would love to see, or my thought is, I would love to see a study on class valedictorians from high school and how that has, if it has, translated into success in college or success in life. Because a lot of these students,
I think they all tend to work for like government level positions. I've seen a lot of stories like that come out.
Well, I don't know. But a lot of these students that have these incredibly high GPAs who are overachievers, good for them. But many of them deal with unbelievable stress and anxiety when they're in school trying to be perfect.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way you end up with those high GPAs. And I've always wondered, it's like, whatever happened to the school valedictorian? Like one of my nieces, my sister's daughter was valedictorian, and she's becoming a nurse, and that's great. That's great.
It's a lot of studying, man.
But I'll tell you, when I think of valedictorians, you think, oh man, they're going to become rocket scientists and brain surgeons and whatever. And I would love to know, like, what happens to them?
Maybe we have
Did they peak early?
Maybe we have some listeners that were valedictorians, and maybe they have some really nice, interesting jobs.
Or not. Maybe you were a valedictorian and you're working at Kohl's. I'm just curious, because I think that would put a lot of things into perspective.
Yeah,
a lot of these
really
high school kids who are like, I gotta be the valedictorian. I gotta be perfect.
I'm sure there is a study out there. Let's take. Well, when we go to break, I'm gonna look up and I'll see what I can find.
All right. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask you about, and I love having. This is why I like having younger producers on the show, because you give me a perspective on life and the world that, as a mid-50s-year-old guy, I don't have. I don't have the same kind of worldview that you do. There's a survey out there of 2,000 Americans that say that 14% say that someone's phone background image says something about their personality. And in fact, 33% of Gen Z Americans admit that they judge other people based on the cell phone background that they have. And I'm just curious if because if I see somebody's cell phone background, I don't think, oh, well, why do they have that?
Yeah, I don't think I do that either. I don't think I judge people.
But I mean, more than a quarter, almost a third.
People are shallow, man.
It's crazy. The top 7 popular background for American cell phones. The number 1 is family members and children. Like,
that makes sense.
Who's on yours?
Helena,
my
lovely fiance,
and my niece.
Yes.
On mine, it's my wife Mary and Lily.
Well, also, I guess I should also say I have mine set to where it changes every hour.
Oh, really?
So I have a few.
Well, that's confusing. That would confuse me. I'd be like, is that my phone?
I mean, no, it's just I got some my interests on there. I got some of my buddies and me, and then it's mostly Helena.
Okay.
Mostly her.
Number 2, nature and landscapes. Number 3, personal photos and memories. Number 4, pets. Number 5, default wallpapers. Those people are boring.
Yeah.
Number 6, romantic partners.
Wait.
Yeah.
You're telling me that romantic partners is behind default wallpapers?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's insane.
That is insane. And then last on the list, TV shows and scenes from movies.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
You know, like your favorite celebrity or favorite scene from a film or whatever.
Very iconic scene. Makes a cool wallpaper.
Yeah. It says 1 in 10 Americans opt out entirely and use one of the built-in defaults.
I like using every now and then, if I'm in the mood, I'll put like a comic panel as my background, like of one of my favorite heroes.
Yeah.
So, and I'll use that one if it's like, if it's aesthetically pleasing.
I gotcha. Yeah.
So,
no, I just thought that was interesting because I mean, I have noticed people's backgrounds before.
Yeah.
But I've never thought, well, why do they have that? Like, and judge them for that. Though I will say, if somebody had a picture of themselves,
yeah, that was also my my one-off.
Not like a picture of you and Helena or me and Mary, but just like a picture of me. Like if I had a background of me,
yeah.
Just now, maybe if I was doing something weird, well, no, like Friday night.
Okay.
Like Friday night,
I
had the alien mask on over my head, and I was taking a sip of White Claw.
Describes who you are as a person.
Right. I didn't put that on my background, but that's like a crazy picture.
Yeah.
That might be funny.
Okay.
Right. But not like me posing for a portrait. Yeah. Or a selfie.
Yeah. That's kind of, I mean, I don't want to say self-centered, but I mean,
it is self-centered, 100%.
Right.
Maybe I'm just as judgy as the as you Gen Z kids, because I think about that. People right now are thinking of their cell phone and they're thinking, who's on the background? Do you have a picture of yourself?
I wonder if this conversation is going to make people that are listening change, if it is of themselves, if it's going to make them feel bad and make them change their wallpaper.
I don't know, but I would think that there might be some people who would think, I've never thought that someone could be judging me based on what's on my background.
Yeah.
And how often are you at a restaurant or at work and you're in a meeting or whatever, and you put your phone on the table in front of you and the picture pops up, everybody can see it.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
Just a thought to consider.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Well, that makes sense, Marcia. That makes sense. Hey, William. Oh. Give me a synopsis of one.
Actually, being over 70, I might like a few honks.
Oh, yes, the wildfire smoke. See, I'll show you mine. See? Oh. Beer. I said what I needed to say. I mean, I appreciate her coming to my defense, but she doesn't need to incur the wrath of some whack job.
Show. Catch up and know what's going on every morning on your way to work.
Dayton's news and talk.
From the birthplace of aviation, WHIO, Dayton, Springfield, WHIO FM, Pleasant Hill.
The heat mixes with wildfire smoke tonight. Well, latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst at 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
I almost forgot what it was like to have fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Actually, being over 70, I might like a few honks.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Little clip there from that woman down in Florida who got the rather questionable license plate in the mail. SQZ A55. I hope she keeps it. I really do. An attention getter, and it would get her some honks. We could all use a few honks in our life. Ian, you said you found actually a study that we were sort of the story is the guy in Florida who had the 11.99 GPA. And my question was, and he was valedictorian, of course, and that's the highest GPA ever in the history of GPAs. And my question was, has there ever been a study on the outcome and success rate in life of valedictorians? And you say there have been studies.
Yes. So the Illinois Valedictorian Project, it was It followed 81 top high school students for 10 years, valedictorians, to examine long-term effects of high academic achievement. And it said, I'm not going to go through the methodology of it, but the key findings were over half of those completed graduate studies entered science, math, engineering, and business fields. Women were more likely to pursue medical school and a wider variety of PhD programs, while men predominated in law and technical fields. Women often expressed concerns about balancing career and family, with some planning to interrupt labor force participation for child rearing. About 25% of participants reached top professional levels for their age, demonstrating a strong link between high school achievement and later success.
So there is some indication that, if you were a valedictorian, all that hard work and anxiety and stress that you put yourself through during your teenage years
checks out.
Paid off
well,
down
if
the
you
road.
also put in that work in your college years as well.
Right. Well, I always wonder that, like, whatever happened to all the valedictorians? Some sure went on to great success. Others maybe peaked when they were in high school, much like athletics.
Yeah,
a lot of people in high school were superstars because they were the best at putting the ball in the hoop or hitting the baseball or whatever, and then that was it. That was the end of their highlight reel. Well, have a terrific night. We'll see you tomorrow just after 5. We've made it to Friday, almost, here on the Evening Edge.
That's it. We're done.
It's over already?
Yeah, should have been here sooner.
Game over! Sorry, guys, I gotta run, but there will be another show. When?
Actually, I'll be back tomorrow. Same crap, different day.
At least he's consistent.
Good night, everybody!
It's